So I remember the other day I was writing a hate letter to God, and I noticed that we have a love and hate relationship with society. At one side, we hate and despise society because of its norms and its impossible expectations. I mean, if we truly felt as if we fit in it, why would we despise it at the first place? The feeling is really valid. So, at one side, we hate and despise it, but unfortunately, we have another side too, and that one is the subconscious side that will always want to fit in the society. The truth that we usually don't even look at is that we will always have that need of wanting to fit into society. And the main reason why we despise the society is because we are powerless. We don't hate it because of the hierarchy or the status. We actually hate it because we feel powerless to it. If society invited us with open hands, I mean, we wouldn't actually feel this way and we wouldn't actually feel like outcasts. Unfortunately, suicide comes from the feeling of not being able to fit in. So I just said that we don't hate the society because of the hierarchy, and if you don't believe me, I will give you an example. Let's say that someone is in a situation where he or she works in an office and he or she hates the boss. Does she really hate the boss because he's the boss? Or does she really hate him because he actually abuses power subconsciously and he does whatever his impulses tell him to do? Let's say that if we imagine that person in the exactly same situation, but the boss was her or his close friend, would you actually fear the boss at all? Basically, with this, I want to point out that hierarchy has nothing to do with the hate and despise that we feel, and hierarchy is not the exact problem. The first core problem is that society doesn't have his hands open on us. Society doesn't accept us as who we are, and that comes from all of the subconscious tactics that we were taught. Well, all of us were taught that we need to face our emotions to get our needs met indirectly, and we were taught so many tactics about that we actually don't even know how to communicate with people. The reason why we hate society is because we feel powerless. And powerlessness, don't get me wrong, doesn't have to be an unhealthy emotion, because we are social creatures in our deepest nature. We actually are interconnected, so there is no way that we cannot depend on each other. So the main reason why we actually don't know how to communicate is because we were raised with the thought that we need to get our needs met back doors. If society accepted us with our direct needs, we wouldn't actually feel powerless in an unhealthy way. So healthy powerlessness basically is when you depend on someone and you feel safe. The thing that we can't even accept is that we all are powerless to each other. And with today's spirituality and all positive light that it shares with us, makes us forget that actually people can be a consequence. Today's most spiritual teachings teach us that people don't have anything to do with us, and I see that as the most self-centered thing in the world, because we cannot exist without each other and we co-create together always. And the thing is that you can't just say that people can't control your reality when there are so many abused children, when you can be attacked on the street, when you can't feel safe on the street at like 1 a.m. This is the main reason why the society is collapsing and why we can't seem to ever feel like we will ever love it, and we have a terrible relationship with it. Abuse and unsafety exists because of the subconscious, obviously. And the thing is that the subconscious never was itself the problem. The problem is in the resistance to it. So the reason why I am making this video about love and hate relationship with society, that's how it will be titled, is because we always tend to circle around not knowing and being confused all the time about Why at one moment we despise it, we hate it so much, we hate everyone in it, and on the other moment we catch ourselves trying to fit in and to be the good guys and to actually be one with those people or that group of people that we despise. And this is a circle that we can't seem to understand, so I decided to share my experience with you about this topic. And I came up with a little awareness exercise about how you actually can find out how you feel about society in general. First of all, you need to disidentify with society. And how can you do that? You imagine society as a person or a separate part of you. Let your intuition decide. Sit down and visualize what society would look like. It can be a dog or an animal or a human being. It can be someone you know. Let your intuition decide. With this step, you will be able to disidentify with that part of yourself and you will be able to observe it from the outside. Then, I want you to talk to it. Literally talk to it as if it's a friend you're talking to. With talking to that part, to that person, you will actually be able to get really valuable information on how you truly feel and the truth of you. When you start speaking to that person or that thing, see what would be like, how the conversation would go, how would you feel, what would you say to that person that you're talking to, and see what comes up. Trust me, you will be shocked. You can also write. I tend to use writing a lot because it goes really more easier for me. You can write as well, you can visualize, you can draw. The most important thing is to imagine the conversation and be brutally honest. If you're not brutally honest, it will never work. We will always want to fit in society because our primary need is connection. If you don't believe me about this statement, watch Harry Harlow's video about the monkeys and the two mothers, and trust me, you will see a lot. It's really valid how you feel about society and about everything that is happening. You have every right to despise it, every right to hate it, but trust me, behind that hate and behind that anger, there is a priceless piece of information that not only can change you, it can change the whole society. The reason why we never moved forward is because we never faced that fear and anger that was hidden in us. We never questioned the despise and the hate and everything we feel towards society. Behind that hate, there is so much to discover that can actually help us move forward. And we desperately need that change. Did you like the visit in the Wunderkammer? If you did, please like, subscribe, and share this content if you see it as helpful. Did you also notice the artworks in this video? They're not put accidentally. If you want to understand my philosophical reasons of why I put them in the video, you can become a crow on Patreon. In that tier, I'm posting the paintings and the contacts they have in the video. You can also see them like Easter eggs. But only crows can see through the messages, because they are messengers themselves. You can also become a raven. In that tier, you can ask me for answers and guidance about anything you're curious about, and you're going to receive a high-quality answer. I also have playlists on Spotify under my name, Katerina Lunas, if you need something to trigger and enhance your emotional experience. Can you hear the footsteps? They're the footsteps of illusion. It's coming. But what are you going to do about it? Accept it or do something about it?